I am here with Justin Paul. We met at the Bitcoin conference in Nashville.
Yes, we did.
My audience is, of course, interested in all things crypto. And what I really like about talking to you is you have a very hands on and real world application approach. Oftentimes, crypto and NFTs and all of that is pretty abstract, but you've taken a different direction. So, first, tell us who you are, what you are doing, and why you were in Nashville.
I am Justin Paul of the Poppycocks NFT Project. You got some of the chicken paintings right here. And I got into crypto about almost 10 years ago now. Started with Bitcoin and then the altcoins, the meme coins, shit coins, NFTs, and then creating my own project. So I created this project, Poppycocks, in January 2024. That year, I was going to all the big blockchain events. So Bitcoin conference was the number one like in the world. So I had to go there. So that's why I was there. Meet all the other crypto enthusiasts. And then I met you at the after party.
Yeah. It's Poppy Corp about.
The story all starts actually about 20 years ago when I was in the fourth grade. I was in fourth grade, about 10 years old, and I tried to draw a chicken from memory. And those chickens look pretty much like this. So my classmates, they loved it. They wanted me to draw more. So that's when I started doing all the other different characters, created different personalities for them. And then like all throughout elementary school and junior high, high school, college, I just kept drawing chickens and it was like my thing. I always liked chickens. And then I started doing like real art with the chickens. I always wanted to grow it into something bigger, something more global, like a global community of my chickens, but just didn't know how to because I didn't think there was a market for it until I discovered NFTs. When 2022 was actually when I had the idea for the NFT project, but it was right a few weeks before the whole NFT market took a dump. So I never got around to launching it. January 2024, I noticed that the NFT market had pretty much bottomed and then it was only going to go up from there. So I thought it was a perfect time to launch 3 months before the Bitcoin happenings. So as all crypto goes up, then so will NFT projects. And I thought it'd be the perfect time.
For those who kind of don't understand what an NFT is and what is the application, and I'm not asking for a technical definition of an NFT, but just why was this concept of an NFT very helpful for you to fulfill a need that you had in your idea of the chicken?
But for the chickens and the NFTs, I'd make the art for it on the computer, but I never knew how to sell digital art online. But then when I discovered NFTs, it was like perfect because they're all animal themed NFT projects. So they got like the monkeys for War Day, the penguins for Pudgy Penguins, but there was no major chicken themed project. So another great thing about the NFTs, like it proved like a creator and you get the royalties and everything. I don't have to worry about my work getting stolen or anything. That was another big issue I was having with selling digital art. People could just copy it and you would never know who the real mastermind behind it is.
I see. So, in essence, when you create a work of art, like a painting of a chicken,
Yeah.
that you can basically assign an NFT to it, which then is the digital representation of that work of art.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
so what does it do? Well, first of all, it says this painting or this digital work of art is unique. It belongs to someone. eh, There cannot be any duplicates. As
Yeah.
someone who mints an NFT, you issue the NFT, and then you get to decide what to do with it. You can give them away for free. You can sell them. How do you go about that in the first place?
Well, it's OpenSea made it pretty easy to the whole process. So you can watch instructional videos on YouTube from their YouTube channel, read articles about it. So before I launched mine, I read almost every article and watched every YouTube video I could find. So I make sure I'm doing everything correct. I no errors or anything. Because once you put it on the blockchain, it's there forever. You can't go back to fix mistakes. You got to be perfect at the very beginning.
So OpenSea is a platform that essentially lets you mint your own NFTs.
Yeah. You can mint them, or you could do public mints where people will mint them instead of like you minting your own and selling them. They just mint straight from OpenSea.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is it as easy as uploading your digital art and then connecting it to the NFT and minting them? The base message is you don't have to be a coder or anything like that to mint your
Yeah,
NFT.
pretty much. Yeah. That's why like so many people, they're just launching all kinds of projects and copycat projects because it's pretty simple to do it. So I wanted it to be unique. That's why I created like real physical paintings for the NFTs. Because the other projects, they're just using AI to make tens of thousands of pictures that they could easily upload. But mine, like I spend time painting each one and then creating the digital one of it and then linking all that and putting it on.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So I'm gonna go to my OpenSea account and see if I can see it. I got one of your NFTs. But while I do this, would you explain what does it mean? Like you mentioned something very important for creators, and that is being paid for your work and also future royalties. Could you explain what that means and how that works?
Yeah, when you create a NFT on OpenSea, and like you'll get the options if you want to have royalties or whenever there's resales, or you could choose not to have royalties, and you could choose the percentage amount. So for mine, I put it at a humble 10%. That way, whenever anybody resells T, then I get 10% of future profits.
So you have income for life in that regard.
Yeah.
So let's say I bought an NFT off of your website, and we're gonna take a look at that. Actually, why not do that now very quickly, just so people see what we're talking about. So this is your website, right?
Oh yes. There it
Then
is.
where would I, if I wanted to purchase an NFT, where would I go?
So you'll go to the NFTs tab
Okay.
right there, and then if you scroll down, you'll see that's the 4 art collections. So in the far left, we've got cock doodles. And then we got the colorful one that's Poppycock Series 3. Then the black and gray one, Poppycock Series 2. And then the solid gray one, that's our original collection. The Genesis collection, that's just Poppycocks.
Okay. So
Yeah.
let's say I go into this collection.
Yeah. You can click the end.
So that's interesting. So you can have your NFT shop. Here we All right. So I click this opened.
So I had programmed to, when you click on that image, it sends you to my Series 3 collection. That way it's easier for people to find it. Instead of going to OpenSea and then searching Poppycocks. Yeah.
Okay, so your series has 1,000 available.
Each collection, they all have their own different supply and demand levels. Our very lowest one, it's from the website. If you scroll down, the wearable NFT, that's our, or yeah, that one of the sunglasses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that one that's a supply of 100,000 and a mint price of 0.001 ETH at the time of launch. And
Okay.
then the next collection up, it's the supply gets divided by 10 and the price increases by 10. So the supply would be for the Cockfield collection. That's the black and white one. Yeah. Or
This
no,
one.
no, yeah, the drawn Cockfields. Yeah. So this one is a supply of 10,000 and a mint price of 0.01 ETH. And then the next one up, the Series 3, that's that's the 1,000 with 0.1 ETH mint price. And then our top tier collection has a supply of 10 and a mint price of 10 ETH.
Okay.
Yeah.
So essentially the rarity goes up, and obviously like that we have a higher value as well.
Yeah. I actually put a picture on the website that explains the whole supply and demand thing.
Right. If people want to kind of review that information,
Yeah.
there on the website.
Yeah. Right there on the right.
There. Okay.
Yeah.
So here we go. But this is basically the sunglasses. That's your entry level NFT.
Hmm.
And then you have the other one.
One of the other reasons why I launched my NFT project was before I decided to create my own, I was looking at other NFT projects and thinking about investing, but none of them fit all my criteria that I was looking for. I was looking for a project that hosts monthly events, project that does giveaways, they have their own merch, and I also wanted their NFTs to be backed by real physical art.
Mhm.
Those projects had like a couple of the boxes checked off, but none of them had everything. So I was like, I should create my own project and have the art, have the merge, have the monthly events, the weekly giveaways.
Yeah. So here is still an open sea. This is the detail view, and you can see here it says owned by Shanks. This specific wallet, those three NFTs. Here you
Yeah.
can see the mint price.
That's
And
yeah, the pictures, the pre-mint media. So when all the NFTs of that collection have been minted, then the actual photo will be shown instead of the egg hatching.
this is a very creative approach to really help the community, but also for any artist to really put value on their work in a very scalable and a very fair way as well. Because as we mentioned, I have the complete freedom to sell that NFT to anyone who wants to buy it. And you get a perpetual 10% on that transaction.
Yes.
Very, very nice. So you are really a pioneer in that sense in using NFT technology to attach it to a real world project and then just make everybody's lives easier, including yourself.
Yeah. I strongly think that over time, more and more artists will start doing the same thing, linking their physical work with a digital NFT. And that'll be the new staple for the art community.
Yeah, 100%. So I'm curious, how many people actually have the physical version of the NFT?
Oh, well, for the physical version, you have to, they'll all have to be minted first. So that way I could know which one they would get, you know? Cause like with yours, it just shows the egg. So I won't know which chicken to draw for you or paint for you. I mean, once they're all minted, then I'll be able to paint the chickens and send them out. The very first collection of poppycocks, it's only 10. So I minted them all out and then selling them that way. Since they're already all made, and I have the paintings for all 10 of them down there.
And
Yeah.
that makes sense. So
All,
I have to be patient to get my physical version of it.
yeah. Because if you mint the NFTs from the other collection, they'll just have the pre-mint media. For yours, it has the egg. And then for the other two, they show different pictures for the pre-mint media. Um, yeah, but once they're all minted, then we'll get to
Then
work
you get
painting.
to it.
Yeah.
Uh, I know you also have a fashion line. Does that have anything to do with the NFTs as well?
Yes. Yes, they do. On the website, you can see
Yeah, let me
uh,
bring up the website again.
we have two clothing lines. We got a high-end clothing line and a streetwear clothing line. So you could click on luxury first on the sidebar. I'll show our high-end products. Yeah. One of the black shirts right here.
This one.
Yeah. That one too. And then the one I'm wearing is like a custom made one with a colored logo. So the high-end clothing line stuff is all free for our series 1 and series 2 holders. And then the streetwear clothing line is free for the series 1, 2, and 3 holders. And then the like regular merchandise, that's like also free for 1, 2, and 3 holders. And then the Cock Doodles collectors, they don't get free merch, but they get a free entry to parties and events. On the NFT page on my website, it shows like all the perks for each NFT collection and then which ones you qualify for, like towards the bottom. And now like, yeah, scroll
Oh,
forward
here.
here. So that shows like the for art collections and then the perks that come with them.
Okay. And that's like one clothing item per NFT, or how does that work? For the free NFTs that have free merch, is that always one item of that category? Like
Oh,
one
yeah.
shirt?
Yeah, like you get like one shirt, one hat, one jacket, sandals. Then if you have the Series 2 collection, you could get the suitcase, the button-up shirts, the polos.
Okay.
I'll show you. Got some of the other shirts here. We got a pink cock t-shirt, the official poppycock underwear. Here's here's a mug. You got golf balls for all the golf fans out there. Socks. I think these are the same socks that I showed you at the conference.
Right.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So tell me, you recently also launched a meme coin.
Yes.
So tell us about that. What's the utility of a meme coin for you? Where did you go to launch it? Why did you launch it?
All right. So let's start with the why. So meme coins were becoming very popular. Started noticing them just popping out of everywhere in direction. So I made a tweet saying, "Did my project launch a meme coin?" And then I did a poll for it, and 100% of the people that voted yes to launch the meme coin. So I was like, "All right, we're doing this. We're launching a meme coin." So then the same thing with the NFTs. I spent the next few weeks watching every YouTube video, reading every article about how meme coins work and how to launch them and everything. And then, yeah, I made the announcement. And then it's a very simple process of pumped up fun.
Yeah, definitely. Why did you choose Pump.Fun? How like what do you have to do? How much does it cost to launch your meme coin?
It's only a 0.02 Solana to launch a meme coin.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why I think probably millions people or millions of different meme coins have been launched on Pump.Fun because they also provide the initial liquidity pool and everything.
Mhm.
The old fashioned way of launching a meme coin or your own cryptocurrency, you got to first put up millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars for a liquidity pool. Some of like the major projects or big influencers, they still use the old fashioned way because they have millions of dollars of money that they could put in the liquidity pool. Like the Jump coin that came out, the Hawk 2 Girls coin. Yeah, they didn't do the Pump.Fun route. But for like smaller projects, hidden gems like us, we went to Pump.Fun route because it's also a great way for exposure, like the way they set it up. So if you get it up to about a 50K market cap, called the King of the Hill status, which means you are now the number one meme coin on Pump.Fun. And then
Mhm.
that gets like all the eyes, hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of eyes on your project. And then from there, it'll pump up to radium status when you reach like about 100K market cap. And when you get radium status, that's when you get listed on multiple exchanges. And then that's like 10x, 100x more eyes looking at your project. That's when you could really get up to like $1 million market caps, 10 million, 100 million. I think there's even been like a few handful that's made it to $1 billion market cap.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look here. So here is the chart of your meme coin. What kind of information do we get here?
You get if you look to the right, you could see our description, our profile picture, and then right
Yeah.
below that, there it is. You see also the ticker symbol cock. And below that, you got the bonding curve process and the King of the Hill process.
Mhm.
It says we're almost halfway to King of the Hill, and then more than 1/3 of the way to the radium goal. Because once the bonding curve is complete, the liquidity gets locked, and then that's when you get put on radium and other sites for trading meme coins and everything.
Right.
Yeah, they've got our Twitter, Telegram, website.
Your cork meme coin here is not a pump and dump, right? I mean, we went up here and then it stabilizes around here. So that's good.
Yeah, a nice healthy looking chart. But the cool thing about Pumped Up Flutter, like you can easily tell if the owner or the creator has sold their bag or not.
Yeah.
Based, yeah, there's like a button that shows trades, so you can see the very first trade would be on the way on the bottom. That you can see like my
Yeah.
trade that me the creator made, and then you can see all the people who bought and sold.
Interesting. So if people wanted to purchase your meme coin, they could do so right now here, actually.
Yeah. They could click that. They could click the yellow link right below it. And then on the bottom of that page, there's also the same button and yellow link to click it. The cool thing about our coin is that, like our NFT project, how we want to separate ourselves, be different from the others by having like real physical art. With this one, we wanted to separate ourselves from the other meme coin by having utility with our meme coin. So you could use our meme coin to pay for merch and our pop-up shops, or to pay for entry to our exclusive monthly events. Like for the NFT holders, those events are free, but if you're an outsider, you want to join, you could either, before this, you just only pay cash. But now with the meme coin, you can also pay with the meme coin. We'll accept that for payments. Yeah. And then we've been talking with the third-party crypto payment provider, Now Payments, about integrating our meme coin for payments on our websites. And then soon you guys will be able to buy our own merch with official Poppycock meme.
That's really interesting. So let's take a look at that. I saw here you
Yeah.
already accept crypto
Hmm.
in with now payments. Okay, so it's essentially like a Stripe form for crypto.
When people pay with this, they'll have to put in their email. Then I'll get like a notification saying they paid with Bitcoin, and then so with that, I'll send that email a coupon for 100% off for their purchase that they made for however much that they sent. That way they can use that into the store.
And is this also what you mentioned where people can pay with meme coin?
Yeah, it'll be like that. It'll be a button that says now payments, and then it'll be like the same thing. You could pay with my meme coin.
That's really awesome. I mean, again, that's what I like about this industry is that everything is made for the people, also for the quote unquote common man and woman to
Yeah,
be able to transact like this and set up these tools. I mean, it's just so exciting because if you had wanted to do this just 10 years ago, I mean, it would have been close to impossible. Now you have issued your own currency, you have issued your own NFTs, and you benefit from it monetarily, but also you guarantee to your community that they have some perks essentially by being invested. Speaking of community, how have they adopted all of this so far?
well, I will say like one more thing about the meme coin. Like other meme coin projects that have merch and everything, they won't accept their own meme coin for their products, which is kind of suspicious, you know. That's why
Mm.
I wanted to have my project be able to accept our own meme coin and be perfect. But then,
100%. Yeah, 'cause it shows conviction in your meme coin.
yeah, dedication and yeah, faith in our own project. So at first, when we first launched, that the first few months, nobody believed us in our project. I announced each NFT we backed by art. We'll have merchandise. We're going to host parties. We'll have a high-end clothing line. We did giveaways and all that. Nobody believed us because it was like the bottom of the market, and NFTs had gone a bad rap over the past few years. But over time, we just started going through our promises just as we put on our roadmap. And then as we kept going through these promises, the less people would accuse us of not being legit. And then after the 6 months into our project, that's when we had our last hater, our last doubter. And then ever since then, we never had a single hater for our project. Ever since we had all of our merch launched and started hosting the parties and everything.
So you would do it again, like all of this, you would do it exactly the same, or what would you do differently in terms of crypto and NFTs?
And I think the way we did it was pretty good so far. We've had a steady growth in our community. It's like if you put our growth of a project on a chart, like a nice lineup.
What do you think 2025 will bring for your business?
2025, we expect the overall crypto market just to be like as bullish. You know, the peak will probably happen later this year, towards the end of the year. And then like when all crypto goes up, or when the major ones go up, then all crypto coins go up, NFTs go up. Pretty much every project goes up. That's why a lot of projects, including mine, we started January 2024, right before Bitcoin happening. So then our project can like ride that wave.
Right. So do you see yourself as a crypto business, or is it a fashion business? Or is it an art business? What is it primarily in your mind, in the founder's mind?
It's a crypto business about art and fashion.
Awesome. Is this the only thing you do? Is this sustaining you, or do you still have other projects that you're working?
Well, I've dedicated the past year of my life to this project. This has been my main focus this past year, and it will continue to be my main focus. I'm one of those people, when you start something, I have to finish it. I won't rest and I won't stop until every NFT is sold and coin's $1 billion market cap, and we've reached our end goal.
This has been really cool to learn about how you applied the NFT and the coin technology to a business. And I think there's a lot of ideas that our viewers will have after seeing this. They can go to look at your address, PoppyCocksNFT.com.
Yes.
PoppyCocksNFT.com. You have your social handles on the website as well. Anything that you want to add to the conversation before we wrap this up?
Yeah, like a lot of people ask me sometimes, why did I come up with the name Poppycocks? Well, cock is other word for chicken. And then poppycock is like old slang for rubbish or nonsense. And these are like rubbish chickens, you know? And then a lot of people say crypto community is all rubbish. It's all nonsense. So like the perfect name, you know, poppycocks.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I always say if you haven't realized by now that crypto is established and goes nowhere, then you've been living under a rock. But I like to play on words, and I have indeed asked myself the question, but didn't think to ask.
Yeah.
Glad you set that straight.
So hope one day people will stop saying that crypto and NFT projects are poppycock.
Well, that's it for now. Thank you so much for your time, and go out and buy your Poppycocks. It is definitely, part of the beginnings of something that will be a big success.
Alrighty. Thanks so much for having me. See you around.